Will ApeCoin reach $100 by the end of 2022? The most important point for today's video is that Ape's destiny is closely linked with Yuga Labs, a company currently valued at roughly $4 billion. In the crypto world, the terms Metaverse and NFTs are more than just buzzwords or popular words that kids these days are using. The NFT market grew dramatically in the last year, with a market value of $40 billion in 2021. This industry has continued to flourish with the emergence of new NFT marketplaces this year. With this continuous expansion, we've also seen a new currency called Ape take the sector by storm. Today, we'll go through ApeCoin's popularity, its use cases, and its price prediction for 2022 in this video. If you're interested in making an investment in ApeCoin, it's important to get a sense of how its price could fluctuate in the future by looking at how it works. So we recommend you watch this video till the very end. Let's take a look at ApeCoin, one of the most popular cryptocurrencies this year. What are the forecasts for the NFT coin, and most importantly, is it a good investment? Let's find out. Is ApeCoin's growing popularity justified? ApeCoin, or Ape, is an Ethereum-based currency tied to the NFTs of the Bored Ape Yacht Club. The ApeCoin DAO, a decentralized autonomous organization with several members connected to Yuga Labs, distributed it. The Bored Apes, Mutant Apes, CryptoPunks, MeBits, and Kennel Club NFT projects are all owned by Yuga Labs. Yuga Labs and the ApeCoin DAO are building new Web3 apps using the momentum gained from their NFT ventures. They've already started their own Metaverse, which they've named the Otherside. They also intend to take it a step further by forming a community built on Web3 and blockchain technology, with ApeCoins serving as the reserve currency. The Otherside, for example, recently held an inaugural sale of digital real estate that could only be bought using ApeCoin. It also serves as the ApeCoin DAO's governance token, which means the Ape holders have the ability to vote on policy changes and other matters. There are also plans for ApeCoin to be used as a payment method in Yuga Labs based Metaverse games. More on that later. ApeCoin can be used in a lot of circumstances. It's especially amazing considering that it's only been around for just over a month. But while evaluating ApeCoin's long-term prospects, use cases should not be the sole factor to consider. When looking at the initial production and distribution of the currency, it becomes clear that some of the 1 billion ApeCoins to be minted are more concentrated in certain groups than others. According to the ApeCoin DAO's website, 62% would be given to holders of Bored Apes and Mutant Apes and utilized as treasury reserves. Yuga Labs will receive 15% of the remaining funds, and 14% of all ApeCoins will be reserved for launch contributors, or those who helped get Bored Ape Yacht Club off the ground in the first place. An additional 8% is set aside for the 4 Bored Ape Yacht Club founders. Last but not least, 1% of the proceeds will go to the Jane Goodall Legacy Foundation, which will help with conservation projects for wild apes. Now, we're not sure if you'd call that expert marketing or if you'd simply call it being decent people. Should you ape into the Metaverse? This company's goals for the Metaverse and Web3 are clearly ambitious and forward-thinking, but a small handful of people control more than a third of the total supply, and the claim that the ApeCoin DAO is decentralized appears to be a little deceptive. As an investor, the level of decentralization you seek boils down to personal taste. Consider whether you value real decentralization before opting to go into the Metaverse. If that's the case, ApeCoin is probably not the best bet. If you believe in the Bored Ape community and Yuga Labs' goals, then this coin might be worth considering. Unlike many other cryptocurrencies that exist for no apparent reason, ApeCoin has real-world applications in the pipeline. ApeCoin is likely to be around thanks to the popularity of the Bored Apes and the path that Yuga Labs is taking. But before you choose ApeCoin, we recommend that you do your homework. Remember how celebrities like Paris Hilton, Neymar Jr., Snoop Dogg, and others bought from the Bored Ape Yacht Club? Well, ApeCoin is the Ape ecosystem's ERC20 governance and utility token. This implies that each investor who has purchased or will purchase a Bored Ape Yacht Club NFT will receive Ape tokens for free, with the added benefit of having the option to cash in or sell at any time. Another thing to keep in mind is that ApeCoin was developed by the ApeCoin DAO, not Yuga Labs, the people behind Bored Ape Yacht Club. Why is this info important? Probably for the sake of compliance. Because you see, cryptocurrencies by nature shouldn't be anything like stocks or give any stockish vibes. If they do, the Securities and Exchange Commission is likely to take action against the coin and the company, just like they did with Ripple. We'll go back to this later. As far as the tokenomics go, there are 1 billion ApeCoins in total, with NFT holders receiving 15% of the token supply. In addition to that, the DAO treasury will receive 47% of the overall supply, with the amount maturing over the next 48 months. While Ape holders consider whether to sell, it's important to remember that it also functions as a governance token. This implies that ApeCoin holders will not only be able to vote on recommended protocol modifications, but will also have a say in the token's future. What's the use case of ApeCoin? Well, so far, Ape is currently the in-game currency in Animoca Brands' Benji Bananas. The Miami-based 11 residencies has also agreed to accept Ape payments. And in addition to that, Ape will, without a doubt, be the in-game currency for many of Yuga Labs' next projects. Beyond that, its usefulness as a governance token is also a use case. But ApeCoin, like everything else in life, is far from perfect. So in addition to its usefulness, you can't overlook its unpredictability. Just for context, the token plunged to a low of $16.71 on May 2nd, 2022, only days after reaching a new all-time high. After a great rise, there will almost certainly be a great fall too. There's not one cryptocurrency out there that's only gone up. Why did ApeCoin's price plummet? Well, this was due to the release of one of its most eagerly awaited NFT mints, Otherside, for Otherside from Yuga Labs. Unfortunately, the mint didn't go as planned because of the overwhelming demand for Otherside, which caused excessive gas prices for NFTs on Ethereum. Because of that one problem, people were paying thousands of dollars for an NFT that cost less than $6,000. Another unfortunate outcome was the large number of people who were victims of unsuccessful transactions. They had paid the gas fees but didn't get their NFTs. Imagine that. It's like you spending money on transport to go to your friend's house who lives in another city, only to find out later that they're not home. Following this disaster, Yuga Labs suggested that the ApeCoin DAO take a vote on whether Ape could transition from Ethereum to its own network. The most important takeaway from this video is that Ape's future is closely linked to Yuga Labs, and considering that Ape is utilized as the main payment method for most of Yuga Labs' products and services, you can come to a conclusion that the token's future is very bright, especially since Yuga Labs is now a blue chip company. A blue chip company is one that's not only well known but also well established and financially secure. Blue chips are usually those companies that sell high quality, popular goods and services. Plus, these types of companies are known for surviving economic slumps and operating efficiently in the face of overwhelming odds, which contributes to their strong track record of consistent and sustainable growth. Remember how we said that cryptocurrencies couldn't be like stocks? This point of debate shouldn't be an issue, as long as Ape's supply statistics and future remain independent of Yuga Labs. But in light of the SEC's investigation against Ripple, one can't help but worry about how the outcome of this case will influence the landscape of most digital assets and tokenomics. How much will ApeCoin be worth in 2022? It's time to address the most important question. What are the ApeCoin price forecasts for 2022? Before we answer, it's important to understand the cryptocurrency market's unpredictability and risks, especially these days. No one can predict the patterns of specific crypto assets or any tradable assets with 100% precision. That being said, some experts can still give a rough idea of how ApeCoin will perform in the future, or at least till the end of this year. At the beginning of June this year, according to pricepredictions.net, ApeCoin is expected to climb from $6.23 to $8.46. In conclusion, ApeCoin is unquestionably a viable investment option this year. Most crypto sources foresee continuous growth in price by the end of this year and over the next few years. But then again, these are just rough estimates using algorithms, and nobody knows for sure how the currency is going to perform in the future, so it's necessary to always do your own research. If you found this video helpful, be sure to subscribe to our YouTube channel for future videos. Please leave a comment below to tell us if you're considering investing in ApeCoin. If you're interested in NFTs and want to learn how to make your own, consider checking out our video on how to make NFTs and sell them.